It was my choice. For a common lad like me, it's the easiest way to get an education and do something worthwhile with my life.
It looks like we're both here for the same reason. I think we'll get along.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite unexpected.
Let's go then.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onwards. Make sure to read it this evening, so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Follow me closely. I'll explain everything as we go. Remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs. This is the way. This is the garden, the place for silent contemplation and meditation. Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices.
So beware. Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work.
As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren. And above us monks are the prior and the circators, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say. This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the Rule of Saint Benedict.
The Rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts, expect a swift punishment. But I've already told you about the circuitous. The library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of learning. We don't just read books here, we also copy them. You too will learn how. And that's all. Today you are still free from duty, but tomorrow you begin work like the others. If you need anything, ask any of the brothers. We will be glad to help you. And I recommend you get to know the other novices. You already know me. Then there is Siskin, Yodok, and Lucas.
Thanks for showing me around. There's a lot to learn here. I need to make a confession.
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done. It's probably nothing to worry about.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had a hand in burning down the Neuhof stud.
You don't say. And who are you to take such an interest?
Someone whose job it is to investigate the case, find the perpetrators and make sure they get the punishment they deserve.
Punishment? Do you intend to punish them here, in the monastery?
I don't know yet. I'm still just on their trail. Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief? If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but I suppose it must be one of the novices. I've only recently heard about the Neuhof incident, and all the other brethren have been here much longer than that.
I know. Aside from me, there are only 4 novices, but still, I don't know which one he could be.
3? Please, leave me out of it. And you're right that it could be any one of them. No one knows anything about Lukas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is a slimy worm. It wouldn't surprise me if he was behind that massacre. Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok. He's a treacherous rat who'd do anything to get in someone's good books. The thought of Yodok at Neuhof sends chills up my spine.
I don't think it was him. But please, don't tell a soul what we've been talking about.
Don't fret, my friend. Your secrets are locked inside my lips.
It occurred to me you might be the man to ask. I'm looking for some lockpicks. Do you know anyone in the monastery who could help me?
Lockpicks? You surprise me, brother. And you, a nobleman's son. But you could ask Brother Salarius. They say he used to be a thief.
I'd like to ask you something. Who's in charge of things around here?
Truthfully, everyone except us. But officially, Abbot Peter. And soon enough, someone else.
I see. Are there any rifts?
Yes. From the moment talk began about electing a new abbot, it's been like a hornet's nest here.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
Abbot Peter is old. When he dies, they'll have to select a new abbot from amongst the brethren. The candidates are John and Nevlas. And if you ask me for my opinion, Nevlas is definitely the right man.
Tell me something about life here.
Work, prayer, as if you didn't know. We serve God, and that's the central truth of our lives.
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Someone takes care of the library, someone else the garden. The abbot supervises, but it's the circators you should worry about. They can be quite strict, so if you want to avoid getting punished.
Who would you choose as the new abbot?
Why should I even think about that when I don't have the right to vote?
Praise be to Christ, brother.
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know. But I've no time for idle chat. I transcribe books from Don.
What, you do nothing else?
It is my penance and my blessing. And now, brother, if you don't mind...
The forbidden books must be in that cabinet. My name's Gregor, a novice.
You can call me Siskin. Now, are you here of your own free will, or is this a punishment? Although, it's not important.
Did you say purgatory?
You'll see soon enough.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer...
Are you hiding something? Why are you so reluctant to tell me anything about yourself?
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smil Flashka Pardubits? I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the... I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? Me, in a monastery. So I took what coin I could from home with me.
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want to.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice, the monastery or nothing.
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait another year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool...
They must have realized you wrong.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off. I can just see my brothers, I mean my siblings.
And you stashed away the remains?
Indeed so.
That's all I wanted to know.
Please, keep it to yourself. Especially...
Will you tell me something?
Look, nothing against you, but...
Very well.
Thank you.
I'm still curious about...
It's no big terrible secret. Really, it isn't. I just go and read during services. There's no time otherwise. I mean...
Actually, I don't care. I'm Gregor, and I'm new...
I know. I saw you in the church during the ceremony.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work, and that every...
When it's not the way it...
But then we're authorized to mete out punishment.
About you in the election.
Ask me anything you want.
Tell me something about Nev.
Nevertheless is weak and toothless. He's full of hot hair. How anyone could think...
I'd like to know what...
Well, the young brothers feel they don't have the same rights and responsibilities as we. Nevertheless is lying when he says he wants to right wrongs. All he cares about are benefit.
I'd like to help you if I can.
I'm convinced Nevertheless must have done something that would greatly damage him if everyone found out.
So, I should dig something up on him and...
Exactly. But I doubt you'll have any luck. Nevertheless is too...
Once I find something out, I'll tell you. Thank you for answering. I'm Gregor, a novice. I saw you at the ceremony.
I know. It was hard not to notice you.
And you are?
He doesn't want to fetch anymore.
Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to talk to you. I'm happiest alone.
Will you tell me something about yourself? I mean, where you're from, what sort of life you had before.
I'm a novice, and my
Come on. Is there really nothing?
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused on... What has been isn't important for us. We cast the past aside when we walked through the monastery gates.
I'd like to know something about the...
I don't know much.
What can you tell me about...
Not a lot. I don't know him. Actually, I don't know much about...
Tell me about Antonius.
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell.
You really don't know anything about anyone?
Don't get upset. I'm sorry I can't tell you more.
I wish all good health upon him, but I want change, and only a new abbot can bring that.
Ah, why?
him, more is required. Let him make no distinction of persons in the monastery. Let him not love one more than another, unless it be one whom he finds better in good works or in obedience. And let him not shut his eyes to the faults of offenders, but, since he has the authority, let him cut out those faults by the roots as soon as they begin.
Peace be with you,
to appear.
brother.
Remembering the fate of Heli, the priest of Silence, the well-disposed and those of good understanding,
Greg,
let him correct
talk to me.
verbal admonition the first and the second time. But bold, hard, proud, and disobedient character should curb at the very beginning of their ill-doing by stripes and other bodily punishments, knowing that it is written, the fool is not corrected with words. And again, beat your son for wrong, and you will deliver his soul from death. Idleness is the enemy of the soul. Therefore, brethren, be occupied at certain times in manual labor, and again at fixed hours in sacred reading. That the times for each may be prescribed as follows. From Easter until the calends of October, when they come out from the line of the morning, and labor at whatever is necessary until about the 4th hour. From the 4th hour until about the 6th, let them apply themselves to reading. After the 6th hour, having left the table, let them rest on their beds in perfect silence, or if anyone may perhaps want to read, let him read to himself in such a way as not to disturb anyone else. Let none be said rather early, at the middle of the 8th hour, and let them again do what work has been done under the rest.
I'd like to ask you something.
More sickly brethren should be assigned a task or craft of such a nature as to keep them from idleness.
Can you tell me something about the
7 centuries ago, St. Benedict of Nursia wrote a collection of monastic rules, which we, the fundamental precepts, are obedient.
Do you never want to know what's going on?
And what should be going on? The sky is just as blue and the grass is just as green.
What can you tell me?
What can I say? You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God and to live a monastic.
I meant something specific about the brothers that are here.
But you know them yourself. Yodok is an odd one, but he's diligent and eager, perhaps too. Antonius is hard-working and will help with anything, but prays less than he ought. Lucas is as quiet as a mouse and no one knows.
Brother, where were you during Mass? Don't tell me you didn't know that Holy Mass is the foundation on which your life here is built.
I was feeling a bit queasy.
Brother, I wasn't born yesterday. This is your first warning. Don't do it again.
You've got a strong constitution. Anyone else would have certainly died.
What happened?
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a young boy. He was lost and miserable, but he wasn't truly bad, because when it came down to it, his former friends didn't take kindly to that, though, and wanted to punish him. So they said the boy wasn't stupid, though, and he knew that the hound was coming. He poisoned some food. He didn't expect the beast to live, but it did. And all of a sudden, the boy was sorry for what he...
It was you that poisoned him.
Don't take it personally. Kill or... You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us, but we don't have to let them... I was a bandit, and I was at Nijhoff. I've robbed and stolen, but I swear to God I've never in my life... What I saw at Nijhoff made me realize my life was worth shit, but I still had a chance to change for the better. Here in the monastery I've had plenty of time to think things over, but then you showed up and fucked it all up.
So the evildoer changes his ways and finds God.
Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace and no one...
What if I wanted a different option?
You could kill another novice, I suppose. If news of the murder got out from the monastery, my former friends might believe I'm dead. But I'm offering you a solution that doesn't require... Before we make a run for it, we'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and there we'll split up. You go for your bounty, and I'll get...
Good. Let's do it your way.
Good. I'm glad that despite our initial discord, we could reach an agreement. Here, take something to calm your stomach. Now we'll need the key.
What are you gonna do?
I need to get ready for a long journey. Prepare supplies, get some normal clothing somehow. That sort of thing.
What do I need the keys to the monastery?
How else will we get out? This place is practically a prison.
Getting the keys won't be easy.
I know, but Brother Salarius is a reformed thief, or there's the hard way.
They both sound hard to me. But... And where am I supposed to get my help?
You'll find a parchment.
Alright, that's...
Excellent. Come and see me, and Gregor.
Пойдем, поможешь, что будет. Идешь, кружку вам, курицу переложить. Суп я уже брал.